What's up? It's Rob Cressy, and welcome to Best Year Ever, a podcast designed to inspire growth and impact so you can create your best year ever. And I am so excited about August because August is going to be one of the greatest months of my entire life. And I am not overestimating that. I am so excited for August, and here's why. Kicking off August, I went and saw the Foo Fighters last night at Lollapalooza. I literally only saw them, and it was incredible. I've gone to Lollapalooza for the last 10 plus years. I love the community and the energy and the music and the people, and it felt so good to get a little bit of that Lollapalooza energy, and I'm feeling that with me today. And then later on this week, I'm flying to Pittsburgh to go to Canton, Ohio for the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony to see Troy Polamalu, Bill Cowher, and Donnie Shell, 3 Pittsburgh Steelers, get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Troy Polamalu is my favorite Steeler ever. Bill Cowher is my favorite coach ever. So incredibly excited for that. Later on in the month, my sister's coming to Chicago with her family, so I'm happy to see them. And then after that, going to San Diego for a fantasy football draft live with some of my boys. Super excited. So how was I able to do all of these things? And here's how you can do it too. Number one, design it. It pays to plan and do things in advance. So in every single month, I'm like, hey, here's how you can create your best month ever. These are things that I've been planning for 3 months, 6 months, a year, more than a year in advance. And boom, I put it on my calendar. I use the big ass calendar. I'm part of the calendar club with Jesse Itzler's group, and it is extremely valuable for me. So what I wanted to do was share that so that I could channel some of my energy and send it to you, because that's how excited I am for August. What about you? What's your excitement level on a 0 to 100 scale? Number two thing. So in August, with all this stuff going on, I wanted to theme my month from a business perspective. Where is my focus going to be on the action-oriented side of things? And what we came up with is that August for me is going to be a month of creating assets for September. So I'm working on things right now for the next month because I know my weeks are going to be a little bit uncertain and popcorny and jumping all over the place because of the various things that I'm doing. And that's okay, but I recognize that. So I wanted to create a plan around that and design how I can make my business month equally incredible. And the best thing that I can do is to put myself in a future position to succeed by creating some assets that can help me there. All right, quick reminder for you. I'm already looking ahead to 2022. Get this. If you were to set a 6-month goal today, that would not be done until the beginning of 2022. So I wanted to share that as a perspective for you that 2022 is just around the corner, less than 6 months away. So already start thinking about what you're building, what you're creating, and how you're going to put yourself in a position to succeed in 2022. All right. What am I doing to make myself better? Right now, I am on day 7 of Fruit Till Noon. And what is this? This is something that's part of the Big Ass Calendar Club, that I am only eating fruit until 12 p.m. every day for 10 days straight. And on top of that, that includes no coffee. And I'll be doing a deeper dive or a podcast and video on my Fruit Till Noon experience. But what I'll share with you is the first 4 days were a challenge from a eating enough quantity of fruit and not having the caffeine from coffee side of things. But then days 5 and 6, and even today on day 7, boom, my energy is back and some. So I really saw a noticeable difference between day 4 and 5. And that's something Jesse Itzler mentioned would happen in some capacity. You just got to get through those first 4 days. So it's been interesting feeling the dynamic of what it's like to just eat fruit in the morning and the positive effect that it has. But I will jam more about that in the next week after this challenge is done. Book that I'm reading, I am reading Daring Greatly by Brene Brown, and it's all about vulnerability. And I'm curious to hear from you. Tell me what book you are reading right now or the best book that you have read recently. And this is actually a great segue into some more reminders for you. So, what are you doing to impress yourself? If you look ahead towards August, what is one thing that's on your calendar or that you're going to do or you are impressed by yourself? Number 2, what is one thing you are excited about in August? If you don't have anything, make sure you go and get something. If you've got something already, I recommend writing it down. Read that every single day as part of your gratitude exercise because it's a great way to maximize living in the feeling of an amazing event. I've been reading how excited I am for the Canton Hall of Fame for a year and a half. So I'm just milking every ounce of goodness from that. The last thing I want you to do is to think about what would make August a 15 out of 10 for you, where you say, holy smokes, this was an absolutely incredible month. This was my best month of the year and one of the best of my life. What does that look like for you? Design it. Just start with one thing. What's one thing you can put on your calendar? And then once you get that, hey, what's something I can do today or something I can do next week? Just keep on thinking about designing the things in your life. They don't have to be big, just things in your life that can help you create the best month ever. And as part of that, I want you to think about how are you getting better? And when I asked a question about tell me something you read recently, boom, reading books is one of them. Podcasts, courses, all of that stuff. Invest in your education. Always be leveling up your mindset. So as you can tell, I am super excited right now. I've got an energy and a pulse about me. Boom, I'm ready to crush the rest of this day. But wanted to send tons of good vibes your way. This is going to be an amazing August for me and for you.